So the last looping construct we'll be looking at this week is the Foreach loop. And it's similar to the for loop. So in the for loop, you can have an arbitrary initialization clause which sets any number of variables to any number of values. And then you can have a comparison step which has pretty much anything you want in it, and an iteration step that changes anything you want to change. The for each loop is a little more restricted. It's explicitly for iterating through arrays of objects. Let's start with this one. So here for the for loop, it's going to look like this. For each, and then I put the array that I want to loop through, which is fruits, and then as, and then value. And what this is going to do is it's going to step through the fruits array one element at a time. And the first time through value will be banana, and the second time through value will be apple, then value will be cherry, value will be strawberry, value will be kiwi, and then it's going to exit. So go ahead and output each fruit name, and here I'm just going to say $value. And if I run it, I get exactly the same output as I did with the for loop. So this version is just more concise than the straight for loop, and I could even name value something like fruit here to make it even clearer what's going on. I think that's a good change to make. But there's one additional advantage to using a for each loop over a for loop. So for loops only work if the keys are numeric. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can access each key inside of my array. So an indexed sequential array, this is going to work fine. But what if my array is sparse and I don't have values for all the keys, or the array is associative and some of the keys are names instead of numbers? So for example, let's go ahead and create another array. So let's say that there's a student record and it's an associative array. So I might have a first name key with a value John and a last name key with the value Smith and a GPA key with a value of 4.0. And let's say for whatever reason I wanted to loop through this array and look at each property. I can use a for each loop for that. So this is going to show all three properties for John. So it shows John, Smith, and 4, which are the three properties in the array. Now I can also get access to the key as well as the value. So the syntax for this is like property name, arrow, property. So it's the same syntax as I used here when I created the array. I have a key value and a value, a key name and a value. Here I have a property name or a key name and a property value. And then I can also echo that, so like property name dot colon space dot that. Let's go ahead and make this bold just for fun. And now if I reload, I see the key name and value, key name and value, key name and value.